Howdy, hello, and welcome to Alpha Phenomenon Gaming. Here today on the channel, we have some Season 3 community pit stop improvements and notes of update from the devs over at Disney Speedstorm. And today, we're going to be going through what those updates are going to be for the upcoming Season 3. I'm very excited about this, so let's go ahead, let's jump into it. I don't want to waste your time. We're going to start off by saying that the updates will go live alongside Season 3 on August 1st. Mark your calendars. It says, the starter circuit. We are revamping the starter circuit to improve the onboarding experience for new players. The new starter circuit has been streamlined while also introducing and explaining new game features to new players more gradually. The starter circuit will now have 3 chapters, previously 6 chapters. After completion, the starter circuit will be available to replay via the settings menu. As a result of this change, we will be granting the below rewards to all players who launch the game during Season 3. 10 Mulan shards, 20 Hercules shards, 20 Captain Jack Sparrow shards, 600 tokens, 50,000 season coins, and 5 universal box credits. Guys, this is a very, very interesting move by the team here at Disney Speedstorm. I loved playing those 3 extra chapters in the starter circuit, and it gave me something to do when I got caught up on the seasonal chapters and the multiplayer was getting a little bit fatigued for me. I really enjoyed having the starter circuit to play, even though you could only play it the one time really to get those rewards and have a good time. I think this is a better onboarding experience, and that's why, because as founding members, we got to play the Mulan, Hercules, and Captain Jack Sparrow chapters of the game, which is, albeit, a very, very exciting thing and a reward for buying into the Founders Pack as early as some of us did. However, I don't know. I think this is a very interesting move on their part. I don't disagree with it because I do think it'll get players into the action a little bit quicker, maybe entice them to play more of the online multiplayer, but I do hope that they give us some online multiplayer rewards in the future for playing online. The next part says common skills, the teleport skill. We collected lots of feedback on challenges the teleport skill was causing in ranked multiplayer races in particular. We are making the below changes as a first step toward adjusting the skill. The probability of picking up teleport is being decreased in general. The distance from first at which teleport starts to be picked up will be increased. The distance a racer is teleported when closer to first position will be decreased. The distance a racer is teleported when further from first position will be increased. Guys, all this tells me is you can't win a race now by teleporting into the first place position, which has happened multiple times in my races to me and both from me. So it works both ways. I don't really like the idea of a teleport skill in the first place, so this is fine with me. I think that if you're so far back that there's an unredeemable amount of distance between you and the player in front of you, when you're in last place, that is the only time it's called for to catch up. And especially when you're in the first 16 multiplayer rank levels, you don't really lose any MPR for those races, so catching up would be useful. It just concerns me when you get into the higher ranks what that kind of looks like, but I digress. The next thing's about game modes. Private track. Players will be able to select any racer currently playable in the game in private track, even if they do not have them unlocked. Mid-season racers will become available for selection in both private track and local free play once their respective time limit event have concluded. Racers will be available at different preset upgrade and star levels similar to local free play. Crews will not be in effect in this game mode. This is an update. From what I understand, a lot of the community was wanting. So I'm very, very excited about this one. I have not unlocked Randall, and that guts me because I really want to play as Randall, at least test him out, right? I've played as him as a guest racer when I'm online in the regulated, and he's fun. I don't think he'd ever be like my go-to or my main, but I still want to have every character unlocked, and there's 3 I don't have: Randall, Belle, and Mowgli. I really want to unlock them without having to spend my currency, and albeit that is the way that you unlock them, or you should unlock them outside of challenges and that kind of thing. But I'm kind of tight gripped with my currencies most of the time, and with the seasonal currencies that might change a little bit, who knows. As far as this is concerned though, I am very excited to see the prospects of where this leads, because playing as anybody with your friends, when like, oh hey, have you heard of Disney Speedstorm? Come play it with me. You could get them into the game, you could entice them. By only having a limited selection that you've unlocked, you limit yourself the potential of introducing a friend or a peer to the game. And I love that they're giving you the open ability to test out racers in that mode to get, you know, whatever you want out of that. However, it does still say to go on with regulated multiplayer. The correct MPR levels of racers will now be shown in the regulated multiplayer race intro screen. This is a minor fix, but a big bug that needed to be corrected. I'm happy that they're acknowledging this. The next thing is going to say the single player menu. Guys, this is great. They're making some UI changes. This menu will contain the starter circuit, season tour, and limited events game modes. The starter circuit will move to the settings menu once completed, or if already completed. For me, it will be completed, so I will be interested to see how that works in the settings menu. But that is a very interesting choice. But we're not done. Since there's a single player, you guessed it, there is a multiplayer. The menu will contain the ranked multiplayer, regulated multiplayer, private track, and local free play game modes. And they gave us a screenshot that I have on screen here. It's beautiful. I like how organized it is. I did enjoy the layout they had originally for season 1 and 2. That was pretty cool. I think this kind of makes the game look a little bit more free to play and a little more, you know, interesting as far as perspective goes, because when you have everything right there, it's nice to scroll around, whereas I wonder how you're going to get to the shop or how you're going to get to other areas of the game. Is you still going to be able to press the touchpad on my PlayStation controller, or is there going to be a quick key? I'm not sure how PC or other consoles work, but that is still a very interesting prospect. Next up, it says the shop. A new free daily box has been added to the shop. Log in each day to claim yours. This is very interesting. Performance when accessing the shop should now be improved on certain platforms. When you get a new free daily box, that makes me think we're going to get a new free daily box in addition to the shop reset every 12 hours, where we already get one free item twice a day. So does this mean we're going to get another third free item every day? The possibilities, man, I'm very excited about that. If we do, I'll be talking about it. General fixes. New season's collections will no longer appear hidden when a new season starts. PS Plus rewards will no longer appear as locked when linking multiple accounts. Now, I'm not sure what that's about, because I do have a PlayStation, and that's where I play the game. The footage you're watching is from a PlayStation 5. However, I don't know anything about rewards per se. I've not had like Twitch rewards or any of that stuff given to me, so I don't know how that works. However, the new season's collections not appearing hidden is wonderful, because I was looking like a madman for the Toy Story collection when I first started the season, because I wanted to see all the characters and crew members and see what it was about, and I couldn't find it, and I was like, am I tripping? Because I selected a collection and then R1, L1 went through them and I found it, but it just wasn't selectable on the outer screen. So this is a wonderful, wonderful fix. I thought it was a visual bug. Apparently it was intentional, and they're correcting it right now. That is wonderful. Guys, that's all I really had. I wanted to go through the patch notes, the community pit stop, and kind of talk about it, give you guys this information. I appreciate you watching the video. Leave your comments below, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next episode here on Alpha Phenomenon Gaming.